On to the racetrack. Let's take a look at your starting lineup for your first of 6 12-lap heat races here tonight. It'll be Patrick Lynn out of Little Rock, Arkansas, the 26L, and Troy Burkhart, the Gentle Giant from Hays, Kansas, in the 25X.
Row number 2, joining us out of Ida, Arkansas, the 24, Chad Abernathy to his outside, a multi-time stock car world champion in the show and film edition in the street stocks. It's going to be paired with Arkansas' Robbie Arnold back in the stock car at number 65.
Going to row number 3, it's going to be Dale Nelson out of Milan, Tennessee, in the N1. And from Greenbrier, Arkansas, it's the old Cadillac himself, Jack Sullivan, in the 11 machine.
Row number 4 on the inside out of Hamburg, Minnesota, be Dan McIntyre, and to his outside, Dr. Dirt Wayne Brooks out of Home Knob, Arkansas, the legend of the 990.
Final starter out of Ocheyedan, Iowa. That'll be the 66Z of Elijah Siebenbergen. We're set to go. Top 3 cars transfer, Wesley, and we're going to take a look for the green flag off of turn number 4. It is up in the air, and we are racing IMCA Stock Car World Championship night number 1. It'll be off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Burkhart got a pair of them together down in 2. Keep her going. Caution's out. Yellow already on the racetrack.
So hopefully try number 2 going to work out better than try number 1 as Burkhart got the edge over Patrick Lynn. Lynn, a winner back at the Arkansas Spring Nationals back in March. He was also your Arkansas IMCA Stock Car champion this year as well. As the driver out of Little Rock, Arkansas, going to have to find a new home racetrack after sadly I-30 Speedway closed a couple weeks ago. As we thank the Clay family for everything that they've done for IMCA racing and modified stock cars. And they've really got a great group of drivers that are here tonight to try to take that money back to Little Rock.
You know what Patrick Lynn also does? Well, for you at home will watch this replay here is 27 just rides there. The 24 of Abernathy just rides the Tilt-A-Whirl, and the N1 of Dan Nelson had nowhere to go. But the 26L makes a mean smoked bologna sandwich. I had one earlier today. Oh, it was good.
Like a good bologna sandwich.
Oh, man, big old
cheese or
no? No, you just ate her plain. They said, you want to put some sauce on this? And I said, you can't cook meat without having to eat sauce. You can't cook it. So
great family, the Lynn family, as also Hayden Lynn races as the caution line is out. Going to try this once again. 9 cars, 12 laps the distance. Top 3 transfer to tonight's feature event. Everybody else going to one of 3 B mains. Heat races 1 and 2 will make up B main number 1, and so on and so forth. As Lynn and Burkhart will lead us to the green. As Jay Van, let's get rolling. Heat race number 1.
They'll bring them off at turn number 4, looking for start number 2 of this one. It's going to be the same thing. Lynn on the bottom. Here comes Burkhart to the top. They'll work off of turn number 1 and 2. Burkhart back around the top of the racetrack. Lynn on the bottom. Watch that 65 of Robbie Arnold. Oh, hang on. Not what you wanted to watch as Robbie Arnold put her high on the backstretch wall. That thing's going to come to a stop. We're going to get lap number 1 in the books as it's Burkhart, your race leader, Patrick Lynn, and you pull it. That is the 11 of Sullivan.
Cadillac Jack Sullivan right there in the third and final transfer spot as Arnold slowed on the front straightaway looking for the caution. Not going to get it yet. 2 laps complete, 10 laps remaining, and here comes Cadillac Jack taking a peek to the inside of Patrick Lynn for the 2nd position.
They'll work him on down the back straightaway. Here comes Sullivan. Sullivan in the 11 car. Working it down to the inside of Lynn as they hustle off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Burkhart, your leader out of Kansas. Pair of our Kansas racers working 2nd and 3rd. Sullivan downstairs in the U-Pull-It machine. Down the back straightaway, Sullivan into the number 2 spot. Now look at this, Wesley. Got his sights on the lead. Can he get it? You bet he can. He'll make it off at turn number 4. You got a new race leader.
4-time Comcam Super Dirt Series champion, a late model now, an owner of the series, and he takes the lead here on lap number 4. 4 laps into this, 8 laps remaining. And Cadillac Jack looking to check out slow on the backstretch. Oh no, that's our early leader of Burkhart, the driver out of Hays, Kansas. And he's going to lose wholesale positions, and that'll move the 92 machine into the 3rd and final transfer spot of Dan McIntyre out of Hamburg, Minnesota.
Working on down the back straightaway, it's Dan McIntyre in the 92 car up into the number 3 spot. That'll lock him into the feature for tonight. They'll hurry off at turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Got one slow up there. He's going to clear it. That's Burkhart, the old giant, the old gentle giant, working to the outside of the racetrack. Now that N1 machine of Dale Nelson. Nelson up around the top side, working McIntyre back there in the 3 and 4 spot. Siebenbergen trying to muscle his way through the field also.
Racetrack starting to slick up just a little bit through the middle of the Speedway as we see your leader, Cadillac Jack Sullivan, kind of dominating down the backstretch. And now here comes Dale Nelson side by side with the final transfer spot. He's going to have the momentum up top, but the bottom will pull him. Mackinton holding on for the time being. They're going to still duke it out into turns 3 and 4. And don't look now, a driver starting to sneak up behind him. Dr. Dirt, Wayne Brooks at Bolton Knob, Arkansas. He's starting to look for the 5th position. And he's going to try to march his way up there toward one of those transfer spots. 8 in the books.
Now they'll work on down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. This time by, we'll be looking at lap number 9 of 12. Into turn number 3 and 4. Down the front straightaway, it is still Sullivan, Lynn, and McIntoon working the top 3 spots. Now back there for the number 5 and 6 spot. Zevenbergen swinging wide to the top of the racetrack. The N1 of Dale Nelson there, along with Wayne Brooks in the 99D as they thunder down with 2 to go.
Just 2 laps remaining here in heat race number 1. A Cadillac Jack Sullivan on a cruise right now. Looked like he's driving a Cadillac, making those chassis look really good. The driver out of Greenbrier, Arkansas, leading fellow Central Arkansas driver Patrick Lynn out of Little Rock, who runs 2nd. McIntoon runs 3rd. And we got a side-by-side battle for 2 drivers who have turned a many laps from the Batesville Motor Speedway, Wayne Brooks and Dale Nelson. That's for a better starting spot in the night's B main. And maybe they're digging for more. They're starting to close in your 3rd driver.
They'll hustle down the back straightaway. White flags put away. The checkered comes to play. It's going to be Jack Sullivan picking up the win out of Greenbrier, Arkansas in the 11. Second will go to the 26L of Little Rocks. Patrick Lynn and Dan McIntoon out of Hamburg, Minnesota comes home in the 3rd and final transfer spot.
So pretty good heat race there as Sullivan came from outside of row number 3 to pick up the heat race victory as Patrick Lynn had started on the pole, lost 1 spot, grabbed the 2nd transfer spot, and McIntoon from Hamburg, Minnesota went from starting 7th inside row number 4 to finish in the 3rd and final transfer position.
Here we go, heat race number 2 coming to the Speedway. It'll be Cody Lowe out of Little Rock, Arkansas in the 77X. And Adam Soltis out of Ladysmith, Wisconsin in the 97.
Inside row number 2 in Luxembourg, Wisconsin, going to be Jared Seifert in the 25J. And his outside, he knows a thing or two about winning some money at Batesville Motor Speedway. It's going to be Zane DeVilbus out of Farmington, New Mexico in the 318Z.
Going to row number 3, it'll be Austin Stangster out of Hackett, Arkansas in the 3. And from Clear Lake, Iowa, it's Chance Hollitz in the 6H.
Then joining us out of Lawrenceburg, Arkansas, will be the 40 of Taylor Carver at his outside, the IMCA modified points champion this year here at BMS. That's going to be Roger Witt out of the 18 out of Batesville, Arkansas.
Scooter Scruggs out of Little Rock. They're in the 43. Great to have each and every one of you that are watching on IMCA TV. Tune on in, a little live look in. Give you, I don't know, maybe 3 heat races, what you're hit me with cattle prod on. So 3 heat races where you get to see. Plenty of time to head on out to IMCA TV and get her tuned on in. 12 laps of distance, heat race number 2. It is going to be Cody Lowe and Adam Solstice. Up on the front row, they'll come off at turn number 4. Tyler's got the green flag a-waving. We'll hurry 3 wide down into turn number 1 and 2. Jared Seifert out of Luxembourg, Wisconsin. In the 25J to the number 1 spot, the 77 car. Working it right there, the 97 of Adam Stoltis. Working on in as they work the front straightaway. Here comes Zippy D. Zane DeVilbus working on into the number 3 spot.
DeVilbus looking to the inside of Lowe for the 2nd position. He'll have it out of back straightaway. Now he sets his sights on Seifert, the driver out of Wisconsin. So Wisconsin versus New Mexico here. Now DeVilbus going to drive it in deep on the bottom in 3 and 4. Picked up a $50,000 payday last year in the race for hope. Can he pick up another big one tonight? At the line, too close to call. DeVilbus giving him all he's got on the bottom.
Zippy D down there on the bottom. Jared Seifert up on the top side. Zane DeVilbus, boom, bang, got him. He'll hustle it on into the number 1 spot. DeVilbus right there to first, Seifert to second, Cody Lowe working that 77X machine to the number 3 spot. Now don't count out Chance Hollitz. Hollitz in the 6X working it right back there. He'll dive to the inside of Cody Lowe. He'll get a big run, some big bite down off the arm girth, K-rail on the bottom side. Wheel to wheel, side-by-side action. Going to ring him up to the number 3 spot. Chance Hollitz right there that time. Hollitz is going to click it. Well, I take that back. She was a dead heat, and Lowe still got her.
4 laps in the books, 8 laps remaining here at heat race number 2. Chance Hollins now will clear him down the back straightaway. Sets his sights on Seifert for the 2nd position as Zane DeVilbus now cruising on out front. Chance Hollins, 2nd quick back in September in qualifying of the Schoenfelder Street Stock Championship or Stock Car Championship now as he has the 2nd spot at the line, but Seifert not going away lightly. We saw the topside work this time last year in the Stock Car World Championship, but not going to battle now as Chance Hollins take over the 2nd spot. And now Cody Lowe smelling blood in the water. He closes the back bumper of the 25. Can he get to the final transfer positions? We're halfway through.
Down the front, straightaway still Zippy D out front, followed by Hollitz and Seifert. Seifert's got Cody Lowe back on the back door knocking. Take a look at that 18 of Roger Witt. Last time I was here, he's in a modified. Picked up that car this last weekend. Brand new. Jake Nelson out of North Dakota. Got the call, says, buddy, hang on. Yellow's out, got one slow on the back straightaway, but got the call and says, hey, I'd like to buy that car. And he says, well, I'll be in your area. And he says, I'll come get it wherever you're at. So he went and got that, took some stickers off, put some stickers on it, put an 18, and some Tooth Be Told stickers, and away he went.
Yeah, we got to talk about Tooth Be Told Pediatric Dentistry and the Sweet Tooth Ice Cream Shop over there in Batesville as well. As that's a 1-7 Motorsports. I believe it's a DeVilbiss race car. Is that correct?
You bet.
Yeah, so he's going to be running one. Ashton Wilkie will be in one. That's the car that Roger's been driving all year long. And then, of course, Zane DeVilbiss, who is leading this heat race, is driving another DeVilbiss race car. As it's going to be an early end to the heat race for Austin Sangster, the driver of Hackett, Arkansas. The 3 bringing out the caution flag. 6 in the book, 6 to go. Top 3 transfer to tonight's main event. Everybody else going to one of 3 B mains, where we'll take the top 2. As Cody Lowe, I believe, in the 3rd and final transfer spot. Well, no, he was a few moments ago. He got past by the 25 of Seifert, so he will be the man everybody's gunning for in this restart. Roger Witt was starting to make some hay, and hey, I want to talk about Scooter Scruggs as well, the driver out of Little Rock, Arkansas in the 43. If there was ever a name for a race car driver, Scooter Scruggs fits the bill. Good friend of mine, a longtime driver here in Central Arkansas, and runs here at Batesville Motor Speedway. I don't know what the current thing is of how many years straight he's been part of the Schoenfeld Headers Stock Car Championship, or formerly the Street Stock Championship. But Scooter Scruggs back with us again, as I believe caution light may go out here in just a few moments. Not just yet. Going to hold off one more time. There we go. So caution light is out. Going to fire on back off here in just a few moments. 6 laps complete. 6 laps to go. Top 3 transfer. Everybody else to a B main. So far, your locked-in drivers: Jack Sullivan, the winner of heat race number 1. Patrick Lynn, finished 2nd in that heat race. And Dan McInton, the driver out of Minnesota, grabbed the 3rd and final transfer spot.
Out of the Delaware double file restart, Chance Hollett's opting the bottom, puts Jared Seifert to the top. But it's going to be Zane DeVilbiss out of Farmington, New Mexico. Your race leader into turn 3 off of turn number 4. The green flag comes out. We're halfway home on this one with 6 down and 6 to go. DeVilbiss will lead the brigade down into turn number 1 and 2. Hollett's on the bottom. Now look at this. Roger Witt in the 18 car has solidified that number 4 spot. Here comes Chance Hollett's one more time. Back on the inside, working with Jared Seifert right there, Wesley. It's still a great battle for 2nd.
Yeah, that battle for 2nd will allow Roger Witt the chance to close in just a little bit if he can get there. And the number 18 machine, the driver of Batesville, Arkansas, trying to get his way to one of the transfer positions as Hollins now pulls away from the 25 of Seifert. He sets his sights on DeVilbiss, and we have got a gaggle of cars duking out 3 wide back there for the 8th position. Not going to get you in the big show, but it's still pretty nice to look at.
Yeah, racing not for last back there, the 43 machine of Scooter Scruggs, Cody Lowe, and that 97 machine out of Wisconsin of Soltis. Working him on down this time. It'll be 9 down, 3 to go for the 318Z of Zane DeVilbiss. Working it up there. Chance Hollett's is 2nd. Now look at this, the 40 machine of Taylor Carver. Carver to the outside of Roger Witt. They'll go side by side. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 to go. Carver getting around Witt for the number 4 spot.
Taylor Carver really found something there in 3 and 4 on the top side. 1 and 2 not near as good as the bottom has been, as he will work down the back straightaway. He has cleared the 18, got about 5 car lengths to make up if he's going to get by Seifert. He's running out of laps, as they will see the white flag this time. 1 lap remaining in heat race number 2. It's all DeVilbiss out front.
Final circuit here in heat race number 2. DeVilbiss, your race leader. Now Carver in the red 40, looking to the outside of Jerovitz, may not get it done. Checkered flag's going to wave in the air. It's going to be Zane DeVilbiss, your race winner. Chance Hollett's goes 2nd. Jared Seifert, your top 3. That'll put them in the books. 318Z, 6H, and 25J. Heat race number 3 ready to come to the Speedway. It's Tommy New out of Dover, Arkansas, the 43N. And Joe Payne out of Concord, Arkansas in the 7P.
We'll keep it the theme of the natural state inside row number 2 to Peach Orchard, Arkansas. That'll be Chris Lloyd in the A to Z signs of more 1X to his outside. Hayden Harwick in the 6X out of Heber Springs, Arkansas.
Going to row number 3 to the inside, it's Grady Clements out of Chino Valley, Arizona, the 23GC. And from Quitman, Arkansas, the 86E is Mikey Bell.
Then joining us inside row number 4 out of Harker Heights, Texas, that'll be Jason Batt in the number 9 machine. To his outside, a former Schoenfeld Headers winner. That's going to be TJ Herndon out of Atwood, Tennessee in the 1.
Final starter rolls off 9th. It'll be Drake Finley out of Bryant, Arkansas in the 5F.
So we've got 2 of the more unique nicknames in this heat race. Do you know who I'm talking about?
I'll go with a big fat no.
All right, Tommy New, the Mud Duck, and Mikey Bell, the Rosebud Rocket.
Ooh. There you have it.
2 of the locals there. Then, of course, Joe Payne, another one of the local drivers here at the Batesville Motor Speedway. Brand new car for him. He had some difficulties in hot laps that he had slowed on the backstretch. Had to be pushed off the Speedway. But looks like they've got that fixed. And the Brooks Racing number 7 Stubbs, a home center, as well on that machine. As watch out for him. And Chris Lloyd in that 1X machine recently drove a late model over at the Greenville Speedway during the Gumbo Nationals. He's run about everything as of late. A modified, a late model, now it's stock car, street stock. He's got them all. And he can run them all pretty well.
You know what I like about that number 1 car, Wesley?
What's that?
On the back of it, it says Thunder Chick. That means she's a Ford. Got a blue oval, tells you exactly how awesome it is. Right there on the front, on the grill, it says it's awesome. It's a Ford.
Awesome is a unique term.
Unlike Jason Schoenberger, I mean, that car is awesome.
Okay. Well, I mean, he's one-time Chris Lloyd out there in the 1X machine, and he always has a very interesting choice of front nose as well. What is that, a Camaro nose on it?
No, that'd be a Thunderbird. That'd be a Mustang nose.
Mustang nose, my bad.
She's all Ford from front to back, and here we go. On down into turn number 1 and 2, it is going to be the 7 machine. The up front, Joe Payne there, going to be followed by that 43 and a Tommy New. The old Mud Duck back there to the number 2 spot. Now watch this. Here comes that 1 machine of Chris Lloyd downstairs, bringing that forward hot rod to the number 3 spot there, side by side right on behind him.
He's bringing another one right there with it of TJ Herndon, who started back in 8th. He's already up to the 4th spot. Now he's looking the inside of the Mud Duck. Tommy New for the 3rd position. The 1 of Herndon on the bottom out of Atwood, Tennessee, looking to take the spot from the Dover, Arkansas driver of Tommy New at the line. Give the position to TJ Herndon.
Herndon right there to the number 3 spot as he lays it down to the bottom. Now going to put that hot rod to the inside of the Ford down the back straightaway. You've got Lloyd and Herndon working 2 and 3 down there in 3 and 4. Side by side action. Stock cars never leave you. They always, well, they leave you, but they leave you wanting more. And I tell you what, if you want heat race number 4, you better get chatting on the old Facebook, because if I don't get any begging and pleading for some more, I'm going to go unfree. So they'll work them on down into turn number 3 and 4. Look at this. Still unfree of that battle for second is Lloyd and Herndon.
So now Mikey Bell starting to make some hay back there for the battle for the 4th spot, trying to get by Tommy New, your top 3. Pretty well checked out from the field. Good battle for the 2nd spot. It's Chris Lloyd on the top side, TJ Herndon on the bottom. And then there's about 3 or 4 drivers right there together. Tommy New, Drake Finley on the bottom, Mikey Bell up top, the Rosebud Rocket, where we're used to seeing him. As they duke it out, that would be a better starting spot. One of these B mains. Grady Clements also in there, the driver of Chino Valley, Arizona. 5 in the book, 7 laps remaining, and Herndon and Lloyd have just now switched spots. 2nd and 3rd, but now they're gone top-bottom as Herndon up top and Lloyd to the bottom.
That battle for second is a good one. Down the front straightaway, now it's on for the lead. Joe Payne, you got company. Here comes TJ Herndon. Herndon will lay it to the outside off a 2 and down the back straightaway. It's going to be a drag race into turn number 3 and 4. Herndon on the top, Payne on the bottom. They'll come side by side. Oh, little 11 touching, squeezing. 3 deep, try to sell it cheap down the front straightaway. It is TJ Herndon, your new race leader.
TJ Herndon always been very quick here about the Batesville Motor Speedway. Picked up several victories in the street stock. Now he's going to take the lead here in the stock car and open up a 3-car length advantage over Joe Payne. Now Chris Lloyd looking to take advantage of Payne's misfortune as well. He looks to the inside, and can he use the Ford power? No, he can't, not just yet. As the top 3 pretty well checked out as Drake Finley has now made his way to the 4th spot.
Finley on up there. We saw him last time we were down here in a modified. Did not have the best of luck with the power plant, but he's looking to find some power in that number 4 spot. Into turn number 3 and 4. This time down the front straightaway. Going to be looking at 9 down, 3 to go. Herndon, your race leader. Payne working second. Chris Lloyd and the Thunderbird back there in the number 3 spot. Feel the work down there as you see it one more time. Lloyd looking the inside of Payne. Lloyd back downstairs. Payne going to tug him right there. Keep him off a turn 4. 2 to go. Battle for second.
Joe Payne trying to hold on for dear life here. He lost the lead there to Herndon a couple laps ago. And now Chris Lloyd trying to get a better starting spot in the night's feature event. Down the back straightaway. That's where you want to be on the bottom in turns 1 and 2. He has the edge. Has to back up the corner a little bit. Joe Payne is driving in deep right there on his door. Slide up through the slick. Who's going to have the second spot at the line? Payne with the momentum, but Lloyd with the spot.
Down into turn number 1 and 2. Herndon way out front. How far is way out front? 2.8 tenths of a second. Then it is back to the Thunderbird of Lloyd, and then the 7-3. The 7P of Payne off of turn number 4. Checkered flag is out. Time to wrap this one up. It is TJ Herndon with the win. Chris Lloyd coming home in the number 2 spot, and Joe Payne rounds out your top 3. Well, Garrett, they didn't get too chatty on the Facebook, so we're gonna let them go. I'm only getting 3. I mean, if they had talked a little bit more, I could have talked back to them and wanted to see more. So about 220 of you on there watching, but it's time to go out and buy it at IMCA.TV. We'll be here all week with another great 4,000 to win show tomorrow, and then 2 shows on Saturday for the 27th annual Schoenfeld Headers Mid-American Stock Car Championships. Thanks for tuning in on Facebook Live. We'll see you back here tomorrow, or heck yeah, just go get online and buy it right now.